Alex, my love. Good morning. I tried calling you back last night, but I figured you were knocked out by the time I tried to contact you. But I wanted to let you know that Kim Porter's book is finally in progress and will be released in blank of blank. I met with blank this past Sunday evening, and she showed me the rough drafts that Kim sent her. When looking over the details of Kim and Diddy's relationship that will be exposed in the book, it will absolutely blow your mind. I was devastated to read the things that Kim put up with and witnessed during her relationship with Diddy. Also, some of the things in the book cover Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom, Mary J. Blige being pregnant by Diddy, and of course, she had an AB, the beatings Kim took, pushing him down the steps in 2007 and him breaking his foot. Also, how she would use a strap-on to please Diddy and how she would hysterically cry alone after doing so. How she protected Al B. Sure from running into Diddy and would call him to warn him not to show up to certain places to avoid trouble. And how she tried to put an end to Diddy by using a screw. How the East Coast and West Coast faked having beef to eliminate Biggie and Pac to obtain their masters and full-on catalog before Pac and Big were planning to come together and challenge Bad Boy and Death Row to own the rights to their music. It's just a lot. It's a lot of things that I promise not to mention, but this book will be earth-shattering once it hit the shelves. Anyways, don't forget to let me know the dates you are planning to fly out here to LA so we can accommodate your stay. And with all the threats you have been receiving, we must provide you security. I'm off that for the holidays, but I will call you when we get settled, probably around 10 p.m. your time. Alright y'all, so you guys just heard that. Now, I do want to pinpoint something because I do remember back in 2007 where Diddy did break his foot, but it was unknown what was the cause. Did he fall? Was it just a, freak accident or whatever the case may be? But it says here, P. Diddy is on the mend after having surgery to fix his broken foot. The rapper who injured himself last week underwent surgery to fix the problem, but it is not known how the accident happened. Diddy's representative said he did have routine foot surgery, but I'm not getting into the specifics. It was a scheduled operation. He's doing great and he's on the mend. The injury is not expected to affect the rap star's work schedule, and there is unlikely to be any long-term damage. Now, what I will say about this interesting dynamic is the fact that Kim Porter and Diddy broke up in November of 2007, which is the same month that it was reported that Diddy had surgery on his broken foot. So it sounds like to me that there is some truth and validity to that story. But anyway, guys, I'm so glad that Kim Porter's story will not go unheard. Even though she's not here with us, I'm glad that she still gets an opportunity to expose the low vibrational shit that Diddy has been on for almost his entire life. But good folks, I'm gonna draw the line right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this whole particular situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next day, when Diddy took Kim to Saint Tropez to confront her about sleeping with Shakir Stewart wasn't the first time he put paws on her. Now, another dynamic and interesting thing that the stylist conveyed to me is the fact that this particular stylist says they have information and recording that Diddy actually purchased a 24 karat gold casket a month before Kim Porter passed away. Now, it was also told to me by the stylist that Kim had told them that Diddy has slept with Clive Davis on multiple occasions. Like it was a reoccurring thing, the two of them would hook up often. Now, this particular portion of the story is a little bit crazy to me, but again, it's not above the realm of possibility when you take into account who we are talking about. Now, it was told to me that Usher's mom confronted Diddy about allegedly being intimate with Usher when he was only 1'4". And there's a reason why I'm saying it that way, but I believe you guys are smart enough to read between the lines. Now, if you guys remember, I didn't go and search for the video before I did this video, whatever the case may be, but it's not hard to find. I did a video in regards to the relationship between Usher and Diddy about a couple years ago or 3 years ago or whatever the case may be. So I remember, being told that there was an intimate relationship there, but I didn't know that Kim Porter, this is what the stylist has told me, had footage or had some type of recording of Diddy and Usher being intimate when Usher was just 1'4". I didn't know that detail. I didn't express that detail in my previous video in regards to that situation because I did not know, but this is what the stylist is telling me. Now, of course, I did ask the question because I needed to connect the dots here because it just didn't sound right, because I believe that Diddy and Usher, they were already working together musically, right? And intimately, allegedly, before he even met Kim Porter. So again, my question to the stylist, how did Kim Porter obtain this footage? Because when she met Usher, Usher had to be about 18. Me and Usher are around the same age, so it was no way in the hell she could have had access to that footage. Well, the stylist said she don't know how Kim got it, but Kim said that she did have the footage on a USB drive or whatever the case may be. Now, let's remember when Kim Porter passed away, the house was robbed of 2 laptops. And so in my mind, that lets me know right there that there was some type of information and video footage that they were trying to retrieve before it was exposed to the public. Now, it's also been said to me that Kim Porter got tired of doing Diddy. Well, you asked the question, what do you mean by doing Diddy? Well, Diddy requested Kim to use a strap-on. And you guys know what that is. I don't need to go any further into detail. Now, let me go ahead and put this out because I said that I was going to expose this particular individual if they didn't respond to me in the time that I gave them, because at the end of the day, I think it's a travesty that they haven't spoke out. Kimora Lee Simmons, you need to come out and speak on the behalf of your friend Kim Porter, because that was one of your best friends and you're sitting there on information that can break this case wide open. But I know why you won't come out and say anything, because it has something to do with your ex-husband, you know, and things of that nature, and it will further incriminate him and also incriminate you, because there's some things about you that are particularly shady that I've heard that has went down. It's not all your fault. You were dealing with the beast in Russell Simmons, and a lot of things that, you know, happened, you were just present for, along for the ride. But at the end of the day, you could be an accessory to the fact that some of the things that went down with your husband. So I understand the fact that you don't want to touch this whole Kim Porter thing, because it would open up Pandora's box, and you don't want to be the catalyst of sinking the ship, the entire ship, so to speak. So I get it. But guys, last but not least, I do want to convey this to you. The stylist has conveyed to me that they're basically on the run and that they're in the process of changing their name. They also said that they came home and found that their door had been kicked in and that their house had been ransacked and things of that nature. Windows was broken, and it looked like it was an intimidation tactic. And so she just feared for her life and her family's life because she has kids and things of that nature, and they just picked up and moved. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this particular stylist is telling me, and they are adamant about putting this book out. And once the book is released or whatever the case may be, they said that whatever happens to them after the book is out is whatever happens. Like, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you know, Kim was a friend. And, you know, it wasn't just a stylist and friend relationship. They were friends, basically. And they just feel so terribly sad and bad that no one has stuck up for Kim Porter that has the same information that they have. But anyway, I'm going to let this slide right here. I want you guys to drop down and let me know what you think about this in the works.